AJ Lee is back, there's girls crying all over YouTube, and I've got a feeling Converse are about to make a whole lot of money. Also, Toni Storm has staples in her tits. Welcome to Max Wrestling episode 552. I am your captain, he is El Jefe, and tonight we are looking back on the return of Mrs. Punk, former Divas champion, and the original crazy chick AJ Lee, and we're gearing up for AEW's All Out and WrestlePalooza next week. As AEW spend their last night in Philly. I think it was their last night because they're in Toronto for All Out next week. But also, it's Promo Climax week 3. Enjoying it so far? I know we are. Once again, if you're new to this, Promo Climax is just like the G1. It's a round-robin tournament of promos. There's 2 blocks. One contains the TV champion, one contains the dual champion, and we will crown a unified champion at Promo Series 10 Endgame. But coming up tonight, we only have 2 matches. In Block A, the Phoenix defends his joint top spot against the best laugh in the business. We call him Rodney Slabbovitch, because that's exactly what he'll do. In Block B, it's back-to-back week for me as I step up to a former foe in CWO's Robert Davis.
Goodness gracious. Maybe a match short, but we are stacked this week. Also this week, if his Promo Climax match coming up wasn't enough, we will give you a recap of Daniel Crimmins' appearance last week on After Max. I'm telling y'all got to really get a part of it. So make sure you're a part of the Max Wrestling family by making Max Wrestling your new home for all things wrestling. And all you got to do is, well, let me clear my throat, and hit that like button and subscribe button. And for those that prefer the old-fashioned podcast, head on over to SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever it is you get your podcast. And, of course, for a whole bunch of links that'll get you there and some cool history, including all events and everything else. I was lost in it my dang self, and you can get lost in it too. MaxWrestlingNet.weebly.com. And as I was talking about, the official post show for Max Wrestling is After Max. Like I said, DC was on there last week. You got to get a part of it. You got to check it out. And the best way to do it is hit that QR screen right here, right now. It is hosted by our very own Flex Smardog, a.k.a. Corey, a.k.a. Cypher. As the man Blade Rodriguez, he could give a damn about nicknames. You never know what's going to happen. You never know who's going to show up at the end of the show. It's crazy. You got to check it out, especially the next 10 weeks. We are continuing to have, for over the next 10 weeks, Promo Climax's 3s bouts open for voting right there on After Max. So scan and go after the show and let us know how you feel about the show.
Yeah, definitely check out After Max. Nobody knew who the special guest was going to be last week, so it was a nice surprise to see DC pop up and shoot the breeze with Cypher. That's exactly how the post shows should be. So before we begin, let's get the results of last week's Climax bouts for week 2. It was myself and Moses and Cypher all in action. Moses had Blade, I had Chris Reed again, and Cypher had newcomer Brew Capone. Very similar in the voting. Moses, myself, and Cypher all came away with the victories with 76% of the votes, which means Cypher will join Beer and Phoenix at the top of Block A, and myself and Moses join Robert at the top of Block B, which means tonight's match between myself and Robert decides who goes to the top of Block B next week, as if it couldn't be any more tense.
As you're telling me, each and every week it's becoming more and more tense. I love this.
All right, then. So, let's get into some stuff from this past week. Last week, it was a little awkward for us because our show was on a Thursday, and we knew AJ Lee was going to be there on a Saturday, so we were all like, is she... on a Friday, sorry. And we were kind of teasing, is she back or not? We all know she was coming back, but...
Yeah.
Now we've had the confirmation. She showed up. She returned on SmackDown. Massive, massive, massive pop.
Massive.
Massive. Barely aged.
Did she? I don't think she did. You're saying barely. I don't think she did.
I mean,
if anything, she got better abs.
Yeah, her abs definitely haven't aged. Jeez.
My lord.
And also, she then made an appearance on Raw as well. Cut her first promo in 10 years. A little bit shaky, but I can forgive her. Obviously, she must have been nervous. First time in 10 years. Hey. But once Becky came out and they started going back and forth, she really slipped back into that crazy chick that we all know and love from 10 years ago.
Oh god, the AJ Lee return was incredible to say the least. The pop, I don't even know where they were for SmackDown, but the pop was
Chicago.
absolutely deafening. Chicago, of course it was, absolutely deafening. Like we said on last week's show, like it was some dork and like I think it was like WWE Shop's comment or whatever that was like, "Don't worry, AJ Lee will be here," type of shit. Like, you fucking jerk off. So yes, we knew ahead of time. But I don't think it would have hit any less. You know what I mean? To hear her theme hit, and it's I don't even know what to call the opening sound or whatever. But once you hear that, like it just, you know what I mean? Like hearing Trish's laugh, like you're like, okay, bam. You know what I mean? The dopamine hits in the brain, and we just go on a trip down Wonderland. And she came down and she's doing the skipping, and I'm like, you literally haven't aged a day. What in the world? Like, how is this possible? You look in better shape. She looks awesome. Yeah, I know. I call them the knee high Converse. Those are going to be starting to get sold out left and fucking right. I love it, dude. But to go and talk about her promo on Monday, like just it. Dude, there's some forbidden words in wrestling sometimes, and I swear to God, therapy and mental health are near the top of that list. And she said, "I don't give a fuck," and I loved it. Yeah, she was shaky, as I think anybody. Well, I don't know as anybody else, but anybody else that left in her situation. You know what I mean? I think would have been shaky coming out in the first jump. She got a therapy chant for crying out loud, like. Who's doing that? Nobody's doing that. Like I thought it was excellent. And then when Becky came out, it felt like nothing changed. It felt like, oh hey, this is that women's division era or whatever that we're so hyped about that everybody has to watch. That we want them to have their own fucking Evolution pay-per-view. Like I mean, even though it was like we ended up having it after AJ left, but still. I'm no sure that we definitely would have loved to have her a part of it.
Oh yeah, she was definitely a catalyst in the women's evolution. Even though it happened a few years after she left, the wheels really started moving on it. But she was definitely way ahead of her time, leaps and bounds above most of her division at the time. But I think she was.
You say the wheels were already in motion. She's one of those wheels that, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
she's the one that made the wheels type of shit. She without her and Paige, it wasn't happening.
No, her, Paige, Natalya, and I kind of feel bad for Natalya too because she was kind of saddled into that Total Divas era because she was a big part of Total Divas. Even though Natty was a much better wrestler than most of the women on the show.
Oh yeah.
Like I looked back on AJ's pipe bomb shell that they named it when she dropped it on the Bellas, and basically everybody that was on Total Divas, they were all in and around the ring, and then AJ comes to the stage and just completely destroys them on the mic. But unfortunately, Natalya was part of that group because she was such a big part of Total Divas, even though she was a much better wrestler. But anyway, I think
ridiculous.
A lot of AJ's nerves was also the fact that she may not have been sure how familiar she was to people because it's a whole different generation of female fans, especially now, than when she was around.
Yeah.
And all the ones that looked up to her back then, they've all grown up now. They've probably got kids of their own. And
look at Roxanne Perez for crying out loud.
Exactly, and she dropped that line. She introduced herself as, "I am AJ Lee. I am your favorite wrestler's favorite wrestler." And it's very true because so many women in WWE right now, and maybe even AEW, were inspired by AJ back in the day. You mentioned Roxanne Perez. Cora Jade has also made it clear she was hugely inspired by AJ Lee. Liv Morgan does the whole rope taunt.
Mm-hmm.
We know how many friggin' Liv diehards there are out there. Liv was an AJ diehard.
I was gonna say, the amount of young ladies that looked up to her then that are in the business now, I'm sure astronomical. I'm sure in reality, like we're forgetting even probably the biggest one. I'm almost positive Rhea was an AJ fan too.
Oh,
you know what I mean? But then again, I don't know anybody who wasn't during her hottest period. So you know what I mean? When she was on fire, she was on fire. She was running that division. She was the female CM Punk, and then hey, look, they got married, so it kind of worked out.
Well, yeah, I mean WrestleMania. What was it? 30?
Oh God.
WrestleMania 30. She had that whole gauntlet against pretty much the entire Divas division, and came out without a scrape. Still Divas champion.
Oh, that was 30.
Yeah, because then Paige debuted the next night, and then that's when Paige won the title, surprisingly, from AJ in an impromptu match. But at that match at WrestleMania, AJ was up against the entire Divas division with her title on the line, and you just knew nobody else stood a chance.
Nope. It's just how
ahead of her game she was.
Oh yeah.
And
on another level.
Looking back on her old promo, she really didn't like the Bellas.
No.
I don't know how much of that was kayfabe, but AJ and the Bellas did not get along.
I'm sure. No, but then again, I think we all understood like the reason why. You know what I mean? The famous line is, you know, talent isn't sexually transmitted.
Yes.
But I as brutally honest as we have to be, we saw how shit Nikki Bellow's match was. We saw how bad the end of oh my God, what's the other Bella's name?
Brie.
Oh my God, you see what happened? They've been gone for so long, I forgot, thank God. We saw the downfall of Brie towards the end, you know what I mean? Botching moves left and right, just a complete, total, just downfall of her. But they got really popular when Nikki started dating John, and then the reality came out was, oh, well, we have to be filming your show. What do you mean Brian and her are together? Oh, fuck. Like, you guys are with two of the biggest stars in the company. Of course, they're going to give you the fucking spotlight. Like, it was going to happen. Like, we kept asking for Natalya to get a spotlight because we knew how good of a wrestler she was, and it took her being on the show with her goddamn dad. God bless his heart and God rest his soul. But, I mean, yeah, it sucks that she got scooped into that era, but without it, I don't think we would have really garnered the attention of Natalya that she probably deserved.
No, because really the only match that will always stick out for me in NXT was her against Charlotte.
Yep.
And that was, I want to say 2012. 2012. Which again was right in the middle of that Divas era, and women weren't taken seriously as wrestlers. They had like 3-minute matches, so to see her and Charlotte tear it down for like 15 minutes on NXT was refreshing.
Yes, very.
And like AJ was wrestling these short matches when you knew she was capable of so much more. So
it was disheartening.
It's also great to see that she's not just around for a cup of coffee. She's not just around for this feud with Becky and Seth. There was a video posted of her signing a new contract with Triple H. It seems like she's around for the very near future, for the foreseeable.
Foreseeable for sure.
Full time. Looks good. We're going to have a lot of first time matches. We've mentioned all the women that looked up to her. They can all have matches with their idol now. Rhea, Roxanne. Well, not Cora Jade, but Liv when she comes back. And also Naomi was tripping out because obviously she's away from the business right now, just as AJ comes back, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But actually, you know what? And Naomi was another one. She was kind of saddled into that whole Divas thing, even though she was a far better wrestler. But even in the Funkadactyls, she was still a little bit green. But she's come ahead so much.
A lot better than Cameron, that's for damn sure. But hey, we won't talk about that any further. But yeah, no, I am a little bummed that she's not around for this run too, because I think that'd be another great match to throw into the loop. But then again, you know what I mean.
AJ could be around for a couple of years.
I really want to be like that. I want to say skeptimistic kind of person where I'm just like, she's probably going to be here till Mania and then that's it. But I really do think that she can hang out for a while. You know what I mean? I don't see Punk going anywhere. He seems to be doing his thing. And even if they give her, you know, a lightened full-time schedule, I think it would work out perfect for her.
Yeah. Like Punk spent the last few years, he's 100% in. He's on the road all the time. He's on every show. He's there every week. He's wrestling all the time. Her and Punk don't really have any other commitments. They've got Larry. You know, there's nothing really stopping her from being around full time for a long time.
I'm sure Larry likes the bus, so you know.
Larry also likes Triple H's chair, apparently.
Hey, looks like a comfy chair.
So the tag match is official for WrestlePalooza. Becky and Seth versus AJ and Punk. But like we saw AJ get physical right away on Friday on SmackDown, and she hasn't missed a beat. Her punches actually look really, really good. Like most of the time, you get into a brawl, there's some haymakers flying around, and you can clearly see they're not really trying to hit them. They're not missing. They're not hitting the spot or anything. AJ's looked really convincing. They were really fast. They were really strong. And for somebody who's been out of the game for 10 years, she made it look good. She may have clocked Becky for real, because I'm not sure how much makeup that China was.
Yeah, I think she may have caught her once or twice, and then was like, oh shit. But you see, again, the thing that is, I don't think a lot of people are getting right now is, for somebody who's been not, as you said, out of the game, meaning she hasn't been wrestling for a company on television, but to my knowledge, that's like how she works out.
Yeah.
It's just wrestles and shit. Now, granted, don't go quote me thinking that CM Punk's got a fucking wrestling ring in his parking garage or anything like that. But I mean, I really do think like that she stayed ready for any kind of true comeback. She is ready. She looks, again, first, to quote you, for somebody who's been out of the game, she doesn't look like she's been out of the game at all. Not one bit. Punches look crisp. Movement looks crisp. I kind of want to see if her chemistry is there, though. You know what I mean? Can you find chemistry with other wrestlers like you used to in the past? Can you still work the game as you can? I'm glad she could still move and, you know what I mean, do the whatever. But now I'm that much more curious about the actual in-ring process. And then, we're really excited about anybody and everybody she could go up against. I can't help but be skeptic. I mean, a little skeptic about how long she's going to be here. I think it'll be for a while, but it's still nagging just a little bit.
Nah, excuse me.
You're good.
Yeah, I really think it's going to be at least a year. Because, like, even when Ronda Rousey came in, she signed a, quote, multi-year deal. She was there for exactly a year, and then she disappeared, and then she came back after a couple of years. So
crazy, isn't it?
Oh, Lord. But I gotta say, my favorite part about her whole return on SmackDown was just how obviously and vividly proud Punk was.
Oh, yeah. This guy was gleaming. Granted, that's his wife, but he was so goddamn proud. Oh my God, he was so proud. He's all like, "Look, hey, you hear this pop? I hear it." Just the smug look on his face was brilliant.
But it was nice to hear such a loud pop, just to see how many people remember her. I mean, not like you could forget her in 10 years, but hopefully a lot of the younger fans have been educated. They showed a very nice video package on Raw, highlighting just who AJ is. But yeah, that's not enough. You need to go back and watch some of her matches and watch her promos, because back in the day, she was on top of her game.
And then some, Bob.
And speaking of promos, it is Promo Climax time. Last week, Phoenix and Beer both became Block A leaders. This week, Phoenix is looking to take another 3 points to go alone at the top. But standing in his way is Rodney Slabbovitch. Ha!
Rodney Slabbovitch. What can I say about Rodney Slabbovitch? Nothing. I got nothing to say about you because I have something much more important to talk about. You see, Promo Mania 6, me and my cousin hit the battlefield for the first time, and I left with everything. The following year, Promo Mania 7, I walked in with all the gold, and I just barely escaped with the knowledge title. And since then, I have set goals for myself. I still wish to one day become Phoenix All Belts, except unlike Mercedes Moné, I'm not afraid to defend them and even put people over. Now, as I said, I wish to become Phoenix All Belts, but there's still a problem because since I defeated the captain at Promo Mania, I haven't been able to do anything since. I failed to keep or reclaim the knowledge title. I failed at Ring of Games. And now, for the first time in a very long time, I no longer believe in myself. And if I can't believe in myself, how do I expect any of you to believe in me? Hell, I'm only doing this Promo Climax because I have nothing else to do. There's no direction for me going forward. And so, with that said, I have come to a very important decision. I need that world title. I just don't want it anymore. I need it. I need it to prove to myself that I still belong here. Because if I am unable to defeat the best that we have, I don't deserve a place here anymore. And so, with that said, I am officially using this time to announce that if I am unable to become Max Wrestling World Champion by Promo Mania, then Promo Mania 11 will be my last day on the Max Wrestling roster. No more promos, no more trivia. I will simply be the first person to officially retire in Max Wrestling. I wish everybody else the best of luck, and I thank you for your time.
Hello, motherfuckers! My name is Professor Rodney Slabbovitch. Because, educationally speaking, that's exactly what I'll do. Welcome, bitches, to yet another class that is in session. Yeah, I don't really think you motherfuckers understand what I'm trying to do. And I think the reason is because I'm saying some fucked up ass truth and it's hurting your feelings out there. So I'd like to clarify some things and maybe offer some apologies. Last week, I had a promo against Jonathan Beveridge. Oh, Jonathan. I know I said that you were in the Dragon Club. And the only thing that was going to be dragging was me dragging my balls in your mouth, bitch. But I forgot to mention, baby, I was going to wash my balls first. I'm not the kind of guy that would put dirty balls in your mouth. I mean, that's just not who I am. And I don't think you really understood that. So you got all offended. And then when you cut your promo, baby, you hardly mentioned me. You acted like I was nobody. Like you weren't even there to cut a promo against me. You spent all your time talking about Ted P. De Niro. Then you talked about the Demoness. But you forgot about old Rodney. But it's okay. Because I'm not here to win this competition. I'm here to be a teacher, baby. I just want to teach, okay? And we have a new student, ladies and gentlemen. Can everybody say hello to Craig Phoenix? Oh my goodness, I met you one time. We did battle one time. Well, technically, you did not battle me. You battled Charisma. Ha 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 ha! And I'm not talking about the person I used to be the advocate for. I meant you've been battling your whole life to have charisma. You've been battling your whole life to show an ounce of talent. You've been battling your whole life to show that you can cut a promo. But never fear. I'm going to give you the key to success today, baby. I mean, that's why I've been sitting here, isn't it? Now, here's the thing about you, Phoenix, or as they call you, a Feeny. I recently found out that you were from Wales. And I thought to myself, oh, now it makes sense, baby. Because I remember at one time, I told you about Free Willy. And you thought that that meant that they were giving away free dick down at the Pound World. Hold your horses, baby. It's no time to be gay. Right now, you gotta sit straight and listen to this lesson. Now, I don't know much about the Welsh, I'll admit. But I went on the internet to try to learn a thing or two, baby. And what I saw there is that you people have a weird tradition that you keep over there. At night when you can't sleep. Apparently, instead of counting the sheep, you fuck them! That's not the way to go. That's not the way to go, okay? Listen to Rodney. Professor Slabbovitch will get you to where you want to be, okay? Now, here's the thing about you. You got many nicknames. Craig Phoenix. Feeny. I mean, you're decorated. You've done amazing things, but the question is how? How? I mean, it's so difficult to watch your promos. They're kind of lackluster if you ask me, but we're going to fix that. I mean, I'm told that they call you the hard-to-hear kid, George Michaels, because every time you cut a promo, you use a careless whisper. I want to tell you something. Just one word of advice. Speak up, bitch. You got to use your voice. You got to project, baby. You got to put a smile on your face. You got to come with big energy. I know it's difficult. I know the weather where you're from absolutely sucks. Lots of clouds, but you know what? All you gotta do is just think about something that makes you happy, baby. I mean, who am I to say? You've won every championship. You've done all kinds of things. You stabbed your cousin in his back. You've had so much success. The only thing you can't seem to do is beat Ted B. De Niro. But you know what? If you want to recapture that lightning in a bottle, baby, all you gotta do is pay attention to the lesson that I'm trying to give you. You need enthusiasm. And it's not just you, baby. It's Jonathan Beveridge. I mean, in fact, the only person in your group that's worth a damn is the captain, Dazzy Lee. Oh, man, that guy's got all the talent. I love watching his promos. Which begs the question, if you are so close, why doesn't he help y'all? Huh? Why doesn't he bring you up with him and teach you how to cut a proper promo? But never fear. Even though I'm not your family member claiming to have your back, I will do for you what Dazzy never did. I will show you how to be successful. And it doesn't matter if I get 1 point or 0 points. All that matters is at the end of the day that you know that you have just been schooled by Professor Rodney, the Slabbovitch. Craig Phoenix, be happy, bitch.
But I want to ask you something, DC. Yeah. Speaking of stepping up, who's going to step up to dethrone the children without obedience's Ted P. De Niro for the knowledge title?
Who knows? It's a title that I'm very familiar with. I got my eyes on someone else. You know, there's one person. We're gonna go back in history. There's one person who I was supposed to go up against a while back, and he backed out at the last minute. I'm talking about Blackbane. Not Rodney Slabbovitch, not A.T. Rustler, none of that. I want Blackbane. I know he's out there somewhere.
Last time we saw Blackbane Castillo, he got buried alive. So I don't know how that's going to work.
Well, we'll find a way.
Yeah, when there's a will, there's a way. I mean, if anything, the CWO buried him, but they do have
Megan Blackheart, the Demoness, and Ted P on their side with the supernatural effect. So maybe, just maybe, they can bring back a zombified Dr. Blackbane Costello or something a little bit more malevolent, but we don't know what will happen there. But maybe one day down the road you will face Blackbane. But is there anybody else you particularly want to face?
I'm watching. I pick in life. You got to pick your battles carefully. Watch people, study people, and if I think I can have fun with somebody, I'll do it. Otherwise, nah.
I heard that accent at the end there. You taking a little shot at Brew Capone there, Daniel Crimmins.
Yeah, let him get a few more bouts under his belt.
What do you think about his debut?
Solid. Very solid.
Yeah, it was about as solid as a turtle going into a toilet bowl, but yeah, it was pretty solid. But who do you think? So who do you think Daniel Crimmins should be the next world champion? Like, I know the Demoness is not one to play with, but given the weeks of just straight up calling her out and the weeks of everybody just showing they're not afraid of her, I mean, do you think the Demoness's number is up, or you think she'll be on top for a while?
Anyone that doubts her, I would suggest they research the story of Pandora and Pandora's box.
That's a very excellent analogy, DC, because she is Pandora and the box. And once you open that box, bad shit happens. It's like Pinhead. Just stay away from the box and everything be fine. If you open it, that's on you. And I don't underestimate the Demoness at all. I don't underestimate anybody in Max, RWT, TSK, the Children Without Obedience. I do a little bit. But at the same time, like, this woman has infiltrated my mind twice, maybe more. But she does have a challenger in the Jester at Summer's End who obviously just wants to die.
I mean, he's pissed her off, so I mean, not anything I think I would have done.
Yeah, but the Jester is quite a different character in his own right. Me, I've never faced the Jester. I've faced the Shape. I've never faced Negan. I've never faced any other of the reincarnations of one dangerous Dazzy Lee. But you think that Jester has a plan, or is he just going in guns blazing?
I think he's just going to go in guns blazing, see what sticks, throw everything at the wall, and just see what works. I don't think that's wise.
We do not want to forget that one Jonathan Veer does hold the keys to somebody's demise with the Iron Bank briefcase.
Let him come after the tag titles. Let him. Now, you also got to remember, he has the DC option too. He could decide to cash in the main event of Promo Mania.
As well he could. So basically, Beer is the one that everybody needs to everybody keep in mind, which I've done a pretty good job of reminding everybody in my promo. He still has the Iron Bank briefcase.
Welcome back to Max Wrestling. I am the captain. He is El Jefe. Speak his name, and he does indeed appear. Once again, make sure you're liking and subscribing on YouTube. Follow us on all podcast platforms, and make sure you visit maxwrestlingnet.weebly.com.
You will not regret it. Up next, it's back to the Promo Climax, and it is a rematch from Promo Series 6 in 2021. I love how I spelled that out right there. But it's time. It's a tournament match, and it is the Dragon Club versus the CWO. It's the Captain versus Robert Davis in a battle for the top of Block B.
All
Climax Week 2, and I have already sat Chris Reed down, patted him on the head, and made him my bitch once again. So, Coffee Guy, who's my next opponent? It's Robert Davis. Fuck. Robert Davis. Okay. Talented musician, epic girl dad, terrific character worker. But enough about me. What can I say about Robert Davis? See, I've always respected you. I've always admired you. Your flair for creating visual, character-driven promos has clearly influenced me. Hell, I've even emulated the Statman at one point. You see, there probably wouldn't be a Shape or a Jester or a... Would you like some more coffee? No, I'm trying to cut a promo. Without Crazy Eyes. You know what else we have in common? Our bond with the Demoness. You with the Black Hearts, me in the Shape with the Madness. Now, Robert Davis, you've retired and come back and retired and come back and retired and come back. You're like the Sting of Max Wrestling. But now you're CWO, a rival faction. Now, fortunately, the CWO and Dragon Club haven't exactly crossed paths yet, well, except for Teddy P schooling all three of us in the knowledge game, but that's a different story. The first bout between our two factions in promos had to be between me and you. Well, ain't that just my luck? How the hell do I fight a living, breathing Terminator? You, Robert Davis, you have stared death in the face and given it the finger, so the only way I can think of to compete with Robert Davis is to be Robert Davis. Now, unfortunately, I don't know how to play the guitar, and I can't grow a beard as beautiful as yours. But I do have a pair of glasses. He's the Statman 2.0. So I have been working on a formula today as to why I am not only going to defeat my opponent this week, Robert Davis, but also win the Promo Climax. I am your Statman 2.0. So I've been crunching some numbers, percentages, root numbers, Pythagoras, pi, all that mathematical bollocks. And I have come up with an equation, a formula, if you will. So let's begin. So first of all, we are going to take the number of people that Chris Reed has promised to respond to, which is 3, and not follow it through. Then we're going to multiply that by the number of posts that he has each day in the Max Wrestling Facebook group, which is well over 9,000. Everybody knows this. But I have a hard time paying attention, so we're going to divide that number by 7,000. That gives us a rough number of bouts that Chris Reed has ever won, which is about 3.85%. Now, I understand that there's a lot more people in this group, there's a lot more people in this block, there's a lot more people in the CWO. So, what we're going to have to do is add the grandeur of A.T. Rustler. Now, we all know he is a larger-than-life character. Not only that, but he has 60 centimeter pythons. So that gives us a number of 2.012%, or 2012, if you will. Now finally, we're going to subtract that number by the bluntness of Blade Rodriguez, which brings us to 0.69%. That is the chances that everybody else in Block B, the Butcher Block, has of winning the Promo Climax. So, putting all of those numbers together, all those equations, all those parameters, all the shapes and sizes, funnily enough, none of it involved algebra. Waste of fucking time that was. But it does bring us to a final conclusion as to why I am going to win this match and Promo Climax. And the very simple answer is... Oh, hey, you didn't fit Moses Marquez into your formula.
For fuck's sake.
Not who you were really expecting to see. It's been a while. In case you don't know who I am. Definitely not the stat man. But they call me the shooter. It's been a while since you've seen me. But unfortunately, the stat man had a bit of an accident. And he was left a little incapacitated. He went to go see a man about a thing outside of the VFW hall in Reseda, and he was jumped by 13 luchadors. Quite unfortunate, and I know he didn't want to miss this match, so he called in a favor. I happily obliged. Getting into the CWO office was very daunting, if you will. But nonetheless, I got in. So he wanted me to do his promo for him. Here we are. And so let's see what we got here. Well, this is trash. Statman, I don't know what you're thinking here, bud, but I think I got this one. Yeah. Definitely trash, bud. Don't worry, I got this. Captain Daz, you self-righteous piece of shit, how are you? I know it's been a long time, and I said my name about 45 seconds ago, but I'm going to do it again, because I know your little pea brain can't comprehend much of anything these days. But I'm the shooter. I know there's been a fake shooter rolling around here lately, and that's okay, because he acknowledges me, and I will give him that acknowledgement back. There's only one shooter, and never forget who that is. But Captain Daz, you parade around here with that title, Captain, like it means something. But what are you really leading, Captain? Nothing but a ship that's sinking, and you're even too afraid to admit it. Now, you're probably going to go into some tirade about how I took my ball and went home and left Max Wrestling, but the truth of the matter is, you guys are just terrible fucking people. Every single last one of you. You don't deserve anything that you have. You don't deserve anything you're going to get, but you really do deserve this. You want to talk about being a leader? Leaders stand in the fire. Leaders confront the storm. You avoid conflict like a child hiding under its bed in a thunderstorm. Your courage doesn't come with it. Your courage is sitting, you know what? I'm not going to say that because I don't want you to do something you probably regret. You probably regret showing up to this bout. I know I would. But that's okay. You really need to find your balls, Dazzarella. It's a really important part of being a leader is that you have some balls, because right now you have absolutely none. How did we get here? I almost hate that we're here. Not as much as I hate you. But you call yourself Captain Daz. You've got no command, you've got no discipline, you've got no respect. You're a man who hides, runs, trembles when it's time to face the real danger. Where were you when anything went down? The ship was sinking and the captain was nowhere to be found. The fact that you walk around here and still dare to call yourself a captain, it's not confident. That's humiliation disguised as pride, which you have none of. So when the time comes, and the time will come, I will stand across from you. I will show you what a real leader looks like. I will show you what fear tastes like. And I will make you choke on every false word that you ever spoken about who you actually think you really are. Because you're nothing. Captain? No. Captain? No. Captain? No. You're nothing but a coward with a costume. And I am the reckoning that strips it all away. TikTok, Daz.
Oh,
All right, let's hop into last night on Dynamite. So I gotta ask you before we get into this whole thing. I know that they're like going into like a city and they're hanging out for weeks, but this little itty bitty arena, I don't know why, but I like this so much.
yeah.
I really do think AEW needs to stick with this format.
Yeah, even taking away the nostalgia of the old ECW arena, it looks good. Like,
Looks great.
especially when they're having matches like Tony and Sky Blue had.
Yes.
You kind of need that grungy feel. You don't need all the flashy lights and neons all the time.
No, you don't. All the time. I mean, it's great to have, but sometimes it's great to get back to wrestling at its finest form. And I think that's what Tony's trying to do. He's definitely doing some old school stuff, and we'll get into it. But we'll start it out with Hangman. He had, what was it, Hangman versus Josh Alexander. That's right. And they were calling this a grudge match, and it's the build for it was pretty cool. Hangman's out first, and then out comes Josh Alexander. He's got the fucking Don Callis family behind him. All night, the entire time we saw Don Callis, every single fucking person in the 2300 arena, children included, were chanting "fuck Don Callis." It was deafening to a point, and I love the people for it. But Hangman fights off the interference from both Lance Archer and Rocky Romero, who literally gets flipped, and I don't know what the hell happens. Gravity turns on for this guy or something, because he fucking went, I don't understand how you're going at an arch and then come down like a ton of bricks. I don't know what happened. Just gravity, like, is a motherfucker. But Hangman picks up the win against Josh Alexander, hits it with a buckshot lariat, cuts a promo afterwards. Again, emphasizes the men's world championship, which is starting to bug me a little bit, before being interrupted by Kyle Fletcher. After some back and forth, Hangman agrees to give him a world title shot at All Out if he promises to do it himself, meaning leave the Don Callis family in the back. He does think he's his young talent. He thinks he's got something. He's like, you could totally beat me, whatever. He has this idea. So, but can you do it on your own? And I love that.
Yeah.
Love this.
I also love Bryan Danielson on commentary.
Oh, God, that's right. I totally overscalped him. He gets a great pop from the crowd. He is apparently, I guess he's taking over for Tony Schiavone? Or was Schiavone still on commentary? If he was, I wasn't paying attention because Bryan was awesome. That's the point.
I don't know,
No,
actually.
it was Taz, Bryan. Yeah, no, he's taking over for Tony Schiavone because Taz, Excalibur, and then now Bryan. So it's a good commentary team. I feels a little bit, I guess, better suited for AEW. I get a lot of PWG vibes is what I've been getting. A lot of them lately. And this commentary team feels like a PWG. So, but anyway, we get back to, so the Young Bucks are in this they're in catering. And I don't know what the fuck was on Nick's plate, but it did not look like food. It was like a couple of fucking hard-boiled eggs and some of the grossest salad I've ever seen in my life. It just looked gnarly. We run into the Dark Order, and they're like, nope, seats taken. And they're all grabbing the chairs and pushing them away. Like, so fucking just so bad. And then they go to another seat, and they see Brandon Cutler, and they're all like, oh, hey, whatever. And Brandon Cutler's like, I've been waiting forever to say this. You guys suck. And he just takes off, and it was the greatest thing ever. And they're all like, nobody respects us. This is bullshit. And then Jon Moxley comes in, and it's fucking a scene straight out of high school. The fucking table clears like the bully just walked into the room. And he tells them, like, I need the real Young Bucks. Like, I need you guys to show up. Split the money. I don't give a shit about the money. He said, but I need you to show up. And so they're just pondering, oh, 250,000 a piece since they're so broke. I don't understand how you're broke. Like, you guys are pro wrestlers on the road. Like, this is the thing that irks me. Like, I understand they're not EVPs, but how are they broke? Like, how? That just it. I love it and I hate it at the same time, but it's crazy. As Rio's mentor, Emi Sakura is learning that with Mercedes Moné against Alex Windsor, teamed with them, and Rio taps out Sakura with a single leg crab. Fun little match. I feel like we're building up Riho to literally feed her to Mercedes.
Yeah.
And I don't like that. I really don't like that.
They do seem to be sticking with Windsor, though, so maybe she'll get a rematch somewhere down the line, because there's clearly some unfinished business between her and Mercedes. So hopefully she gets a second chance.
I hope she gets a second chance, because again, you're not going to do the Athena thing again so damn soon. No. So I think if there's anybody right now who can take it off, it's got to be Alex Windsor. And then again, Mrs. Ospreay. Ospreay's not here, so might as well. I like it. After a video package for All Out with Stokely proclaims his bullshit, FTR looks to fight off the fans, pushing a cameraman out of their way. This was so overshadowed. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I missed it, and I was like, "Who's pushing what? Where'd the camera go?" And I had to rewind it. And I seen Stokely he's so angry when he's so little. It's just hilarious. I love this entire thing. Yes, he is. He's an angry little elf. I love that. Ricochet and Shelton Benjamin was better than I expected, but we're talking about AJ Lee not aging. I don't know if Shelton Benjamin visually looks like he's aged, but physically I don't think so. Now what fucking man. This guy is outstanding somehow still. Ricochet wins with a roll up thanks to the interference of the nerds of agony, the nerds of annoyance. Despite both promising to leave their the allies in the back because rules and was it the man of their word type of shit. Nope, fuck that. Then a brawl breaks out between both factions. We're obviously going to get a match between them all out, and I could give a rat's ass. After his argument with Joe last week, Hook teases going solo or finding new allies, and he was like doing this on the rooftop, and he's just like, I guess I'm gonna have to go it alone, or am I? Or I don't know what the fuck he said, but I was like, okay, your dad's coming out of retirement. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know who he's got. You know what I mean? I have no idea who he can team with, and it just kind of this is a good thing where it makes your brain work in a hard way. Maybe it's like who the fuck we've been waiting for him to get? Eddie Kingston. Maybe Eddie Kingston's coming back. A couple of New Yorkers. That'd be kind of cool. Backstage, Schiavone is in there with Don Callis and Kyle Fletcher, and then announces the Don Callis family will not be at ringside for the match against Hangman at All Out. I believe it when I see it, and I haven't seen it yet, so I still don't believe it. And an absolute brutal street fight. A shot out to Sandman with a kendo stick signed by the Sandman. And I don't know, I think that was a beatbox, which is these disgustingly get you drunk drinks real fast. It's like the new Buzz Balls or whatever.
Oh,
and
I hate
she
Buzz
fucking
Balls.
does the whole. I love the whole fucking shout out to Hangman. And Buzz Balls are disgusting. Just drink liquor. I mean, come on now, grow up a little bit. Anyway. This was awesome. A whole lot of staples. Tony Storm, Sky Blue beat the absolute hell out of each other. Each of them ended up getting attacked by the Triangle of Madness. Was it Chris Statlander? Jamie Hayter came out for Tony's aid before Jamie accidentally hits Chris and gets ejected by Julia, leaving Tekla to drop Tony with a spear. Jamie Hayter. I love you to death, but I thought it was Woody. Her outfit reminded me so much of Woody from Toy Story. I was just like, what the fuck are you? I just got so distracted. I got so distracted.
I don't really get the 70s vibe. Like, I understand it maybe her style, but just it seems cartoony, seems gimmicky. Just go back to pre-injury, Jamie, and we're good.
If they make another Austin Powers movie, then you're in. But I don't think they're going to do that anytime soon.
Or that 70s Show remake.
They did that 90s show, so nope.
Yeah, that was yeah.
We're not going
that got cancelled. I enjoyed the first
so-
season though.
That was good. It was quality. With their mug shots on the Tron, and full legal names in the nameplate, the Young Bucks come out to the fucking original AEW Dynamite theme. I love it. They take the $500,000 in the main event, but the post-match brawl between the Death Riders and the Ops is what makes it the biggest thing. Darby Allin joins the fight. He attacks the newest Death, and then gets attacked by a hooded man who is then being revealed as Danny Garcia, who then goes on to beat the absolute bricks out of him, who was supposed to stomp his head into a chair. I think got afraid, was like, I'm nervous. I don't want to do this. And so he misses on purpose. I think he did that. I think he was just like, bro, I'm not comfortable doing this. And Darby's like, bro, slam my head into the fucking chair. And he's like, are you sure? Fucking slam my head into the chair. Okay. So he does it. And then he just starts beating the bricks off of him. This is a new side of Danny Garcia. We've been seeing this. It's been a tease. It looked like fucking Moxley was already getting to him, and now he's a new member of the Death Riders. I don't hate it. I kind of like it. It puts a spotlight back on Daniel Garcia without actually having to make him really do anything other than look menacing.
Yeah.
So it's a win, I think.
He was kind of just there as a babyface. I think being a heel suits him much more.
Oh, yeah. He should stop being so scared to attack people, though.
Yeah, even though I do get a little bored of the Death Riders sometimes, but hopefully
Again,
just inject some new energy into it.
You know, I wonder if people in the 90s and early 2000s would say the same thing about when NWO would just fucking add a person every other week, be like, oh, well, maybe this will make them entertaining. Oh, maybe this will make them entertaining. Nope. Didn't work then, probably won't work now. But a solid episode of Dynamite. We got one more before we get all out. So I think that's going to be rather interesting. I think we only got like one match so far for All Out, maybe two with the fucking trios or whatever for no goddamn reason.
There's FTR versus CNC.
There's
now Hangman versus Kyle Fletcher.
Mm-hmm. And then probably going to get Ricochet and the Gates of Agony.
Oh, there's Riho and Mercedes.
Oh, yeah, Riho and Mercedes. Oh, okay, so we're building a card already. That's
yeah.
Good.
Is Dynamite in Toronto this week as well? Dynamite in Collision? Or in Canada?
In Canada. I want to say it is in Canada. I actually want to say it is in Toronto because I believe that's what Excalibur was saying.
Yeah, All Out's in Toronto. So I mean, I guess Collision should be too.
Well, I mean, that's the beautiful thing about what AEW is doing. I guess they're in one area for so long, so you can catch all the different shows. So hopefully it works out for their better. I think it will. Canada is always a good place for them to be. Again, they're going to the hot locations and trying to make themselves look as good as possible. And I can't say I blame them.
No, and obviously you've got the reunited Edge and Christian headline in Toronto. Should be good.
That will always hit in Canada. And what will always hit each and every time they come is our next Max event, Summer's End, which comes to you next week. Good Lord, I love how they come so fast. Giggity. Do not miss it September 18th because it is double predictions as we predict both AEW's All Out and WWE's WrestlePalooza now on ESPN. Both on the same night going head to head. It's going to cost us a lot of money.
And the Promo Climax also continues next week as Block A features Cypher one-on-one with Beer. They are itching to face each other, and we still don't know if Beer will accept Cypher's extra challenge for Promo Series.
Up the Beer either way. Also in Block B, for the first time ever, A.T. Wrestler takes on Blade Rodriguez. They will cross paths. Blade has done nothing but impress this past year, but can he slice through the CWO's leaders, 60-centimeter pythons? I think so.
Last week, El Jefe accepted the open challenge and will face Ted P. De Niro for the Knowledge Championship. He's gone from Quizmaster to Challenger. I love it.
Double duty is some fun stuff, even though I only got single duty. And what is for sure is cinematic masterpiece, my personal favorite. Old frenemies collide as the Max Wrestling World Champion. The Demoness looks to pull the trigger in the death of the Jester.
Ooh. I don't even know how to sell this to you. It's just, you gotta watch it. And the theme
You
song
don't want to miss it.
is a special rendition of the Foo Fighters classic Summer's End by your very own Captain's Revenge. More information, as always, is available at maxwrestlingnet.weebly.com.
Clicky.
Alright, so we're down to 2 matches per week for the next few weeks in the Promo Climax, so that you don't have a third match this week, which means we are going straight to a certain list that we always check twice, because one is nice and one is not so nice, but this one is the Bell-End board.
Dickheads.
A bellend, you're a bellend, mate. Look, bellend 1, bellend 2, big veiny bellend over here.
I don't really know who to give points to this week.
Gotta check the Chris message.
There was definitely somebody, but I can't think off the top of my head. I do like something new, but I am actually going to give points to somebody that I gave points to last week for the same reason. Last week, Jonathan Coachman received Bell-End points for being all like, we're not going to see Lyra Valkyria on TV for a long time because she was exposed by Becky Lynch. And then a couple of days later, she shows up on Raw. And lo and behold, she has a whole freaking match this week on Raw. So, Coach, once again, talking out your ass, 20 points.
20 points. Love it. Chris wants me to give Mercedes Moné
Oh, that's easy.
points. So I want to read this quote that he sent to us. So let me read this, and then maybe we can decide if she deserves them or not. It says, so this is a quote from her. It says, I work with whoever Tony wants me to work with. That's why I'm the CEO. That's why I came here, because I watched the women and said, this is the place for me and this is the place for me to be, because there is so much passion and drive. We legit have the greatest women's division in all of professional wrestling. I mean, I disagree, but I don't know if that's point worthy. So, I mean, like, you should be thinking that you have the best division in the world. No? That should be your thought. You know what I mean? You're trying to carry this company and whatever, even though you're not the main world champion, the main women's champion, you're, one of the bigger ones, you're one of the bigger stars. You're, on the marquee, as they say. You're on the buses, the trailers. I think you would want to praise your own.
She's not wrong.
She's not wrong.
But at the same time, we all kind of smell her bullshit. Like, yes, it's an amazing division, but you're not putting any of them over. It's all about you.
This was a question based pretty much on if she had creative control. So,
we still believe she does. A lot of us do still believe she does.
I'm going to say I'm not going to not believe that she doesn't have creative control.
And even if she doesn't, Tony's a simp for Mercedes, so
I guess all right. She gets fucking passed this week. Lucky broad. Who gets some points? Anybody get some points?
I think I got to give points to Triple H again. I hate doing it, but we seem to do it a lot.
Papa H.
I'm just gonna give him 10 points because I'm not sure where it's going, but they were kind of planting seeds for Jay being a little heelish on Raw this week, being very standoffish with his own brother, Jimmy, backstage, and then just blindsides LA Knight. I don't want to see a Jay heel turn. He got booed to fuck when he speared LA Knight. This is one of your most over guys on the roster right now. There's people yeeting like fuck. Why the hell would you turn him heel?
Oh, yeah, he's crazy over.
Why the hell would you turn him heel? I don't know if they're going to or if they're just, like, creating a tension between him and LA Knight, but it just seems unnecessary at this point and stupid. So 10 points to Papa H for a possible Jay heel turn.
Yeah, please don't make that happen. Please don't let that be a thing. Like, for real. He just cut this awesome promo with his fucking brother that had the fucking internet on fire. You know what I mean? Like, against the Vision or whatever. Oh, yeah, Braun and Braun. He's all, y'all got the same name. It's the way they were just coming at him, it was great.
It was old school.
But you want to already turn around. He's so over. They're both over. Like, I mean, granted, there's times where they haven't been, but they've only continued to grow. Why are you going to flip that? Because you don't have heels? All of a sudden, it's hard to build a heel? What's going on?
You literally got a faction built around Seth.
Yeah. Why aren't you using them as heels? They're bad guys. Use them.
Matt Riddle, I think, needs points. Just going completely off the fucking rails.
And Matt Riddle needs to lay off the fucking cocaine.
20 points to Matt Riddle. I don't even know what he said this week, but I know he was rambling on and on and on about shit and not making any sense. So I'm going to get 20 points to Matt Riddle.
Yeah, that's what happens when you're on coke and you're dating a fucking porn star. Make no sense. This fucking guy.
Nobody else. I don't think anybody else caught my attention this week. No bell-ends.
No, shockingly, I think we're good. I think everybody was loving the nostalgia return of AJ Lee, and we were all just in the giddy moods because of it. So,
good
job.
I haven't even seen any crazy fangirls of current stars criticizing AJ.
No, thank God.
Like, I was expecting that. I was expecting a little bit of backlash, like, oh, who's this? But they seem to be a little educated, so no issues.
You know, they do say that women are smarter than men, so let's hope that stays true for the wrestling side as well.
Yeah. All right, so let's leave it there. Yeah. We'll play it safe.
Again, I'm trying to fucking... I was like, I don't know if Bischoff said something stupid. Probably not.
No,
I don't think Kevin Nash said anything stupid lately. Cornette's been fine.
Bubba, he ain't said anything. Booker.
Again, we're living in Cloud 9 for what now? Don't ask me next week.
All right, then. Well, let's flip to the other side because we have another list, which is very nice. So it's time to check that one twice. It is time for the Bruv board. Bruv.
Bruv.
Bruv, brother, bruv, brother.
I think we got to give points to AJ Lee.
I think that's a given.
Massive return, huge pop.
Incredible pop.
Looks incredible.
Jealous even. I'm jealous.
Ooh, I'm trying to think of a nice figure that's not ridiculous.
I was going to go 80.
All right. I wasn't going quite that high, but yeah, that's good.
Oh, really? Oh, then
I was thinking more
Color
60,
me crazy.
but we don't know how long she's going to be around. So, yeah, we'll go 80 for AJ Lee.
There it is.
Oh, my fucking finger's moving up and down again.
Love it.
Trying to type and it's shooting me to the bottom of the list. I don't know if that's because of how fucking big the Bruv board is.
It could be. It could be. This board is already massive. And I mean, granted, we're in September. I remember when we first started, we're like, oh, geez, we're never going to get there. And now now it's glitching on us as we try to add names to it.
Yeah, every time I type at the top of the list, it deletes a character from the bottom of the list.
It's like, you have hit the maximum number of characters.
Yuka was on there, and I don't know how many points she had. I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry, Yuka. It's all gravy trains. Let's see. I do, as much as we're supposed to hate him and all this other fun stuff, I do want to give 20 points to MJF and Alicia Atut for tying the knot.
Yeah.
Even though I absolutely love the picture going around of him, like, them having like a nice kiss, but it's actually not her. It's the AEW Men's Championship. Fucking love that.
He's such an asshole.
I love how he used it in his promos and shit too. Like he's great. He's great when he's doing what he's good at, and he's shit when they're making him fucking repeat everything he's already done.
Yeah. How many points we giving them each?
20 apiece.
20 apiece. How you doing?
20 apiece.
Oh, I think I fixed it. I zoomed out.
Hooray! Bear's gonna love this one. I don't know who. It's got to be Uncle Sean running NXT the way he's running NXT, but it was just dumb fire. I had to go back and watch it. I started watching highlights, popped like crazy for the return of Tyler Breeze, even though I'm sure he's been hanging out and catering anyway, just chilling. Or no, I think he got let go. But anyway, he's back. That's cool. NXT starting to give this nostalgic, badass. It's as many years as we have said it's a third brand. It's a third brand. It's a third brand. I'm really starting to get that feel of a third brand for real, because you get all the nostalgic return pops and all this other cool shit, and just it's a great feeling right now. So whomever's running NXT, which again, we'll go with Uncle Sean, 40 points. Love it. Keep up the good work. Making me watch shit on Tuesdays now. I'm really tired. So much to watch.
I'm still catching up because now I've split the list in half. That's how fucking big the Bruv board is. So now we got 2 halves of the Bruv board.
Beautiful. That's the only way we're gonna fit it without a glitch.
Yeah, it just glitches like fuck. It started rubbing out Yoshiki now too.
Oh no. This is hilarious.
Okay, what was that last one?
40 to Uncle Sean.
40 to Shawn Michaels. Is he not on the list yet?
Yeah, but is he not? I'm sure we had to have given him points for NXT's past episodes, but okay, guess not.
Okay, yeah, for some reason Shawn Michaels is not on the list now, but you are now. You're a bruv.
Hooray! Oh, damn time. Anybody else?
Well, obviously we got to give weekly points to Rhea Ripley.
Avi.
She was only in a backstage segment this week, but yes.
Yes. Well put.
Yeah, that's all I can say. Yes.
Yes. Bumper to 15. We're going higher.
I mean, we normally give her 10, but yeah, we'll give her 15 points because she didn't have a match this week. But she was also in NXT, along with Stephanie Becker and Tiffany Stratton, like we mentioned, the return pops.
Good job. It's a good week.
It was a good week, and I think we got to give points to Tony Storm and Sky Blue for beating the dog shit out of each other, and like I said at the start of the show, stapling the shit out of each other.
Love it.
Tony got a staple in each tit. Mm-hmm. They both stapled each other somewhere else, and in the butt cheeks.
It's great.
I think Tony actually pulled one out of her butt cheek on camera.
She did. It was awesome. I just heard back from Home Depot. The sale prices of staple guns has now increased double. This is great.
Especially in Philly.
Hey.
All right, 20 points each. That puts Tony Storm on a nice 200.
I bet.
And that might be it for this week.
I believe. Yeah.
Yeah, that'll do it. All right, very nice week. Very nice to see AJ back. And, of course, next week is Summer's End, which means double prediction. So thank you for joining us. We appreciate you all. Before we close this up, let's find out what is in store for the TSK this week on Click Talk.
Hey. All right, so to get into what's going down with the TSK, we got to get going back on some nonsensory. There's a lot happening, though, since, again, with this, as I've already stated, same night, same time even. I don't even think same time. Probably, for all we fucking know. WrestlePalooza and All Out are going to be going down for sure. We will get you an All Out review. I am not 100 on WrestlePalooza, but as the boys say, don't hold your breath. You never know what you could get. Other than that, make sure you go check out the last episode we did, which was Forbidden Door. Did go up a bit late, but check that one out. Big, massive shout out, as I should be doing each and every week at this time, to Mike Larkin for continuously helping out with the TSK All MF and Day, the TSK's page on the YouTubes, uploading older episodes, even one of me doing solo audio for an old All Out, which I love. Thanks, by the way, for that. It's a little embarrassing, but I love them nonetheless. But yeah, definitely go check that out. TSK All MF and Day YouTube, link down below. As for anything else, as I stated last week, I would love to talk some footy, but at this point, it's going to end up being like youth footy. And I don't think nobody wants to listen to about just some random kids that I coach each and every week. So we're going to leave that be for the time being. But yeah, again, look out for the TSK and see what they're doing. Other than that, we're right here taking care of business, trying to win Block B and move on to face my man Beer at the final so we can do it like we did in Boo Bow. I'll say it each and every week. And yes, I have accepted Ted P. De Niro's challenge. He may be the glitch in the system, but it's hard to get past a software engineer. So make sure you are following us each and every place you can. Follow us all the fun socials, starting on the Twitter. Evil was it the Max Wrestling UK? There it is, Captain 512 SMR Podnet, and of course check out the beautifully done website where all the links are, maxwrestlingnet.baby.com. And do not forget to hit the subscribe button and follow button. Start right here on the YouTubes, and then head on over to Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, all the other fun ones. Remember, Facebook is where you find After Max. After Max is where you could be a part of the voting, and even that page alone could get you a part of any other fun nonsense we got going on. And trust me, there's a whole lot of it, and you want to be a part of it. Come check out Max Wrestling on Facebook.
Do it now. And don't forget to head to the Max Wrestling website to cast your votes in the Promo Climax after this show. The link is right at the top of the webpage to vote, or just go to maxwrestlingnet.weebly.com/vote. That's it for now. We will see you next week for Summer's End, featuring 2 title matches and 2 Promo Climax matches. Don't forget After Max right after this too. Goodbye and good night. Bye.
Fixing the software as we speak, Teddy.
How the hell I get past Crazy Eyes?